Hey everyone, back for episode 5. Today we got Ice Age, we got Alliances, and we got Coldsnap. So let's get down to it, shall we? So, want a Yokel House from this, but don't think I'll get it. But looky, they sent some nifty stuff. Business card, yeah. Top loader. And top loader. Sweet. Let's see what's inside. Not opening well. Oh shit. Don't do it, pack. Don't do it. I see a blue card. Ugh, that pack. I feel so bad. Phantasmal Mount. 1 in a blue. 1/1. Flying. Tap. Target creature you control, which has toughness less than 3, gains flying and gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Other effects may later be used to increase that creature's toughness beyond 3. If Phantasmal Mount leaves play before end of turn, bury the creature. If the creature leaves play before the end of turn, bury Phantasmal Mount. Ashen Ghoul. 3 in a black for a 3/1. It can attack this turn it comes into play, so haste. For a black, return it to play under your control. Use this ability only at the end of your upkeep, and only if Ashen Ghoul is in your graveyard with at least 3 creature cards above it. Oh my god, I got an Icy Manipulator. Icy Manipulator. 1 tap. Tap target artifact, creature, or land. It's a 4-drop. Here we have Ice Cauldron. 4-drop. X tap, put a charge counter on Ice Cauldron, and put a spell card face up on Ice Cauldron. Note the type and amount of mana used to pay this activation cost. Use this ability only if there are no charge counters on Ice Cauldron. You may play that spell card as though it were in your hand. Tap. Remove the charge counter from Ice Cauldron to add mana of the type and amount last used to put a charge counter on Ice Cauldron to your mana pool. This mana is usable only to cast the spell on top of Ice Cauldron. So, not what I was hoping for, but oh well. Pick Knight. 2 and a green for a 1/1. Draw a card at the beginning of the upkeep of the turn after Pick Knight comes into play. Hey, a Dark Ritual. For 1 black, an interrupt. It's an interrupt. An instant now, but back then. Add black to your mana pool. Filgia. 1 white mana. When it comes into play, put 4 healing counters on it. 0, remove a healing counter from Filgia to prevent 1 damage to target creature Filgia enchants. 2 and a white, put a healing counter on Filgia. Kravikan Fetish. 2 and a black, enchant creature, so it's an aura. Draw a card at the beginning of the upkeep of the turn after Kravikan Fetish comes into play. Target creature gets +1/+1. Palduvian Barbarians. Just a 3/2 for 1, a red, and another red. Word of Undoing. 1 blue mana. Return target creature to owner's hand. Return any white enchantments you own on that creature to your hand. Not really all that great. Dire Wolves. 2 and a green. Gains banding if you control any planes. I never really got banding. Didn't really think of it as all that great because I didn't understand it. So if you want to explain it in the comments, please feel free. I'd be glad to learn something new. It's a 2/2. Woolly Mammoths. 1 green, 3/2. Gains trample as long as you control any snow-covered lands. Arnulot's Ascent. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. 1 blue. Cumulative upkeep, blue. 1. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Not bad. It'd be better without the cumulative upkeep, but good to give something flying when you need it. Cloak of Confusion. 1 and a black. Enchant creature. If target creature you control attacks and is not blocked, you may choose to have it deal no damage to defending player this turn. If you do so, that player discards a card at random from his or her hand. Ignore this ability if that player has no cards in hand. And Keldorn Sky Knight. 2 and a white for a 1/1 banding flying first strike. There's that banding again. But hey, a 1/1 flying first strike for 3 mana, that's not great. So, nothing really too great in this pack, but hey, at least I got an Icy Manipulator and a Dark Ritual. I'm actually happy about those. Time for alliances. This one only has 12 cards in the pack. Oh, it's opening perfectly.
Oh, God. So help me if you get a force.
If I get a Force of Will, you better punch me.
Don't tempt me. I just might.
Scarab of the Unseen. 2-drop artifact. Tap, sacrifice Scarab of the Unseen to return all enchantments on target permanent you own to their owner's hand. Not you control, you own. So your opponent could have stolen that permanent and you can still do it to it. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. Hey, punch me.
Oh, you seriously got a Force of Will. Oh my God.
You called it.
Force of motherfucking will. 3 blue. Interrupt. You may pay 1 life and remove a blue card in your hand from the game instead of paying Force of Will's casting cost.
You have permission. Punch him.
Effects that prevent or redirect damage cannot be used to counter this loss of life. Counter target spell. Gorilla Shaman. 1 red for a 1-drop. XX1. Destroy target non-creature artifact with casting cost total to X. Or equal to X. Nature's Wrath. 4 a green and a green. Enchantment. During your upkeep, pay green or bury Nature's Wrath. Whenever a player puts a swamp or a black permanent into play, he or she sacrifices a swamp or a black permanent. Whenever a player puts a blue permanent or an island into play, he or she sacrifices an island or a blue permanent. Bestial Fury. 2 and a red. Draw a card at the beginning of the upkeep of the turn after Bestial Fury comes into play. If enchanted creature attacks and is blocked, it gains trample and gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Royal Herbalist. White for a 1/1. It's a cleric. 2, to remove the top card of your library from the game to gain 1 life. Phyrexian Warbeast. 3-drop, 3/4. If Phyrexian Warbeast leaves play, sacrifice a land, and Phyrexian Warbeast deals 1 damage to you. Yavimaya Ancients. 3 a green and a green for a 2/7. For a green, +1, -2 until end of turn. Swamp Mosquito. 1 and a black. Flying. It's a 0/1. If Swamp Mosquito attacks and is not blocked, oh my god, poison. Defending player gets a poison counter. And as we all know, if a player has 10 or more poison counters, he or she loses the game. And we have Gorilla Berserkers for 3, a green and a green. It's a 2/3 with Trample and Rampage 2. I can't for the life of me remember what Rampage does. I used to know.
I don't know what Rampage.
Cannot be blocked by fewer than 3 creatures. Viscerid Armor. 1 and a blue for an enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. For 1 and a blue, return it to owner's hand. Veteran's Voice. An enchant creature for a red mana. Play on a creature you control. 0. Tap enchanted creature to give any other target creature +2/+1 until end of turn. And now we're on to the last pack. Let's see what's in Coldsnap. Maybe I'll get a foil. Maybe I'll get an Attica Valkyrie. Maybe I'll get a foil Attica Valkyrie.
Maybe you'll get punched for force of will.
Yeah, well, I won't hold it against anybody.
You've gotten so fucking lucky. Force and a Silver Queen, back to back.
And you called both of them. Rhymewind Task Mage. 1 in a blue. 1/2. 1 tap. Tap or untap target permanent. Play this ability only if you control 4 or more snow permanents. Chilling Shade. 2 in a black. 1/1. Flying. For a snow permanent mana. Chilling Shade gets +1/+1 until end of turn. As I said, it's a snow permanent mana. It says here, this little icon can be paid with 1 mana from a snow permanent. Boreal Centaur. 1 in a green, 2/2. Snow. Boreal Centaur gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Play this ability only once each turn. Surging Flame. 1 in a red. Ripple 4. When you play this spell, you may reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may play any revealed cards with the same name as this spell without paying their mana costs. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Surging Flame deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Snow-covered Swamp. Keldorn Javelineer. White mana, 1/2. Cumulative upkeep 1. Tap Keldorn Javelineer deals damage to target creature or target attacking or blocking creature equal to the number of age counters on Keldorn Javelineer. Now where that comes in is cumulative upkeep has been rewritten to say at the beginning of your upkeep, put an age counter on this permanent, then sacrifice it unless you pay its upkeep cost for each age counter on it. Scred, 1 red mana. Deals damage to target creature equal to the number of snow permanents you control. Krovikan Scoundrel. 1 in a black for a 2/1. Rune Snag. 1 in a blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 plus an additional 2 for each card named Rune Snag in your graveyard. Really gimmicky. Martyr of Sands. White mana, 1/1. 1, reveal X white cards from your hand. Sacrifice Martyr of Sands. You gain 3 times X life. Bull Aurochs. 1 in a green. 2/1. Trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking Aurochs. You know, I actually heard about an Aurochs deck that kicked major butt. So, they seem like crap cards, but together they can work well, I guess. Stromgald Crusader. We're into the uncommons now. Black, 2/1. Protection from white. For black, it gains flying until end of turn. For black, it gains +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a zombie knight. Earth and Goo. 2 and a red. 2/2. Trample. Cumulative upkeep red or green. Earth and Goo gets +1/+1 for each H counter on it. Sheltering Ancient. 1 and a green. Trample. 5/5. Cumulative upkeep. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature an opponent controls. And Lavisa Cold Eyes. I'm not too ashamed of that one. 3 and a red. Legendary creature, Human Lord. Barbarians, Warriors, and Berserkers get +2/+2 and have haste. It's a 3/3. Well, alright, folks, I got one off my list. What do you think? Did I do good? You gonna tell me what banding does? Please do.
Rate, comment, and subscribe.
Well, this is YouTube, so like, not rate. But yeah,
I meant like.
I know. So, all of that, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and until next time.